All right, we're up and recording. I'm going to start the slideshow. Okay, yay. All right, welcome guys to tonight's webinar. Thank you so much for joining us. We're really excited to have everybody on here. We're excited to share about Team On My Tone, what we have to offer you, what Beachbody coaching is, and a little bit about my personal story. And then just a lot about what our team is and what kind of sets us apart. So I'm going to start with slide one here, and this is just a glimpse of our team, because literally our team is massive. We have hundreds of people, but we are spread all the way across the United States, even in Canada, and it's really hard to get us all in one picture. So this picture that you see right here in the center is from Coach Summit last year, where a lot of the coaches were able to get together, meet for the first time face-to-face. I will be talking a little bit about Coach Summit here in a little bit, but just to kind of give you a briefing, it is an event where we're able to go to workshops, learn from some of the top coaches. We're able to do the celebrity workouts. They host parties and events for us. And that's where you see us all dressed in our 80s attire. They had an 80s party for us that night and a concert. It was, just a lot of fun. So I'll be talking a little bit more about that here in just a little bit. But we are a very diverse team. We're really no certain mold, and that's what I really love about Team On My Tone, is that it's men, it's women, it's every age, it's every size. It's like I said, we're just not one mold of a team. We're just a little bit of everybody, and I think that is what really makes us unique. All right, so a little bit about myself. I'll be your host tonight. My name is Danielle Lickteig. Either I've invited you to this call or one of the coaches on our team invited you to this call. We're so excited to have you guys. But just to give you a little background about myself, I am a 5-star diamond coach. I was a 2017 elite coach and a leader of a top 30 team. Team On My Tone is one of the newest and fastest growing teams within the network. So I am so proud of our team because we are still fairly new. The network of coaches has been around for about 9 years. Our team ended last year in our first full 2 years of coaching ranked out at number 42, which is really huge considering there's 450,000 coaches. So I was so super proud of them. We ended the year as an elite team. This year, I don't think anything is going to be any different because we've already hit top 30, and we're really pushing to take it to the top. We just have some really amazing, great people on our team that is helping us get there. All right, a little bit more about me. I'm a wife to my husband, Chris. My husband, Chris, has been a history teacher for 7th and 8th grade for about 13 years now. The other really cool thing about Chris is he does actively coach along with me. So I think what's really neat is if you are somebody that is a male that wants to join our coaching community, or say you're someone where your spouse wants to get involved too, it makes our team really neat and very unique because Chris and I do work this business together. We're able to help other coaches learn how to work the business together as a couple and create success together. I'm also a mother of 2, my daughter Reese, who is almost 5, my son Cash, who's almost 10 months old. I can't believe it, but actually yesterday marked my 3 years into coaching, and right in the middle of coaching, I got pregnant. So I didn't know how I was going to go about coaching and pregnancy and how it was going to work out, but what I really learned was my passion of becoming a coach was to help people get healthy. And so what more do you want for yourself when you're pregnant but to be healthy, right? So I was able to share a very healthy, fit pregnancy with everybody, and that was the point my business grew the most. It was really neat to see that happen because I didn't know what to expect during my pregnancy, and it was the point where my business grew the most. And then afterwards, of course, I was able to share my postpartum journey. That's what you'll see in that picture there on the right, and really be able to show everybody what you can do when you really dedicate yourself to a program and share that openly with people. So I was a full-time registered dental hygienist turned entrepreneur. This was super unexpected. I actually joined to be a coach really because I was just kind of bored with my job, and I wanted to do something that I kind of ignited my fire again. And I loved health and fitness. I didn't know what that was going to be. Like, I thought maybe a fitness instructor, but I didn't want to put in additional time. I thought maybe a personal trainer, again, putting in additional time. I thought maybe going back to school to be a nutritionist, again, putting in additional time to go back to school. So when I came across this opportunity, I realized it was something I could do on my own time, and it was still something to do with health and fitness. I thought, why not? My only expectations financially was to be able to put back a little bit of money and to pay for one family vacation a year by the money I was making from being a Beachbody coach. I did not anticipate what it was going to lead into as my business progressed, and that it was going to bring me home to now be a full-time coach. So I started with Beachbody being totally clueless. I didn't really know any of the fitness programs. I had heard of them because of their infomercials. I had never completed a fitness program. I had never done a challenge group. I had never heard of the coaching opportunity. It wasn't until I began watching my coach, who is also a registered dental hygienist, and her now husband, who's a pediatric dentist, doing like videos of working out on the beach and sharing about their fitness groups and talking about the programs that they were doing. And she was sharing how she was paying off credit cards and paying off little debts, and they were going on these trips with other coaches and doing the workouts on the cruise ships, and it just looked like they were having such a fun time. So I sat and watched her for about 6 months, and I never asked any questions. I just, sat along the sidelines and watched. And there was one day that she posted she was going to do a training. And she was going to train people how to be a Beachbody coach and what they should be doing. And so it was kind of like, okay, Danielle, here's your sign. You've been watching her forever. You have been wanting to do something with health and fitness, like reach out to her. So I did. I reached out to her. I talked to her on the phone, and I signed up that night to be a Beachbody coach. And that was exactly 3 years as of yesterday that I spoke to her and signed up that night. And I had bought my first fitness program, which was 21-Day Fix. And when I did get it, I didn't even know what I was getting. I opened it up. I was like, what is this? What are these containers? I bought it because it was a popular thing at the time. It was the new fitness program. And I was like, oh, wow, this is about healthy eating. Okay, well, I felt like at that time I already knew a lot about healthy eating because I was reading books and doing a little research and kind of knew a little bit. We were transitioning our family into organic eating and learning more about that. And so I thought, oh, gosh, I kind of wasted my money. I wish I would have got something else. And my husband's like, well, just return it, get something else. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna do this program the way that it is intended. I'm gonna take 3 weeks and dedicate myself and see what it's all about. And so that's what I did. I joined my first challenge group as a coach, and I did my first program as a coach. And what happened in those 3 weeks is it changed my life. Like, it really changed my life. It changed the way I looked at food, the way I thought about food, what I realized what I was under eating. I realized what I was overeating. I realized how I could help my family become a lot more healthier. And it was like an aha moment of, oh my gosh, like I can really help people transition their lives with this program and teach them how to be healthy and use Beachbody as a platform to do that. So, I was super excited, and that's really what kind of began my passion with clean eating. And then, of course, I was joining a challenge group. My first challenge group, people were posting their pictures. They were talking about motivation, talking about their struggles. They were posting their food, their workouts, posting about their shakes. And it just kind of kept me going, being able to log into Facebook, open up that group, and see people's smiling faces and realize, okay, I need to do my workout. Like, this person got up at 5 a.m. I need to do my workout. I have no excuse. Or this person has 4 kids and I have 1 at that time. I have no excuse. So it made me realize, like, how impactful these challenge groups were for people and with helping them continuing their journey with health and fitness without giving up. So the next thing that was really exciting is, as I was sharing, because I was so excited about what I was learning, is that I began to start to transform the health of the ones closest to me. So the very end of this webinar, I'm going to show you a couple of people that I was able to help at the very beginning of my journey when I knew absolutely nothing about coaching. I was just like, you guys want to do this with me? And they said yes. And I was able to really transform their life. And these were people that were very close to me. So within 18 months of really putting my all into this and putting in a lot of effort, I was able to go from a full-time registered dental hygienist to a full-time coach. Within 12 months of my coaching career, I began to cut my hours. I want to say and make it very clear that things like this doesn't happen overnight. This definitely takes effort. This definitely takes consistency. And it takes being determined, disciplined, and most of all, it takes you being coachable. So the fact that my coach was like, I'm going to do this training group, I'm going to tell you what I have learned and how to be a great coach, and I'm going to teach you how to do it. I was really excited about that because I knew if I had somebody to kind of guide me and show me the way, like I could really make something of this because I loved health and fitness that much. I knew I could do this. And what happened as I became a coach is I really started to become a big thinker, and I really started to think outside of the box about things. And when I did that, it really helped me kind of push through my success. I had no network marketing or social media experience. I used Facebook to post family pictures. I didn't like to post all the time. I didn't want to make sure I didn't post too much. I think I had an Instagram account that I didn't use. I didn't have a YouTube channel. I didn't even watch YouTube videos. There was so much that I didn't know about that once I joined to be a coach, I slowly learned because I was coachable. And I slowly learned how to use social media to grow my business because that's where my business has grown from. All right, so what is Beachbody? Our mission is to help people achieve healthy and fulfilling lives. We were founded in 1998 by John Congdon and Carl Deichler. We're a direct marketing company that wanted to come up with a direct, effective solution to weight loss, okay? So this is my internet's unstable, so hopefully we'll be okay. But so what happened is, you guys will hear this, Beachbody, there's a beachbody.com, which is like infomercials, and there is no link to the coaches, okay? So it's just fitness programs. And then there's Team Beachbody. Team Beachbody is a network of coaches. That is us. So Team Beachbody did not come about until later. Why did it not come out until later? Well, when they first started with Beachbody, what was happening is they were selling a lot of fitness programs. They were successful in business that way, but what was happening is people were putting fitness programs on the shelves and they weren't completing it. Why? They were great programs. They worked if people would use it, right? So they began these message boards. And from these message boards, people were offering peer-on-peer support. They were motivating each other. They were encouraging each other. They were giving each other tips on recipes or meal plans or sharing ideas with them and really like pushing them. And again, giving them that peer-on-peer support. People were finishing programs. People were getting really great results. And so John and Carl had this aha moment that they needed to start what was called a network of coaches. And coaches are just people like us. People who are on their own health and fitness journey that want to inspire, motivate, encourage, pay it forward, and help other people. And so that's how the network of coaches came about. Beachbody is the #1 in the at-home fitness programs like P90X, Insanity, Body Beast, Turbo Fire, Hip Hop Bad, Tile, 20-Day Fixing, which is, oh my gosh, I could really go on forever, guys. We're also the creators of Shakeology, and I really like to always touch base on Shakeology because when I first got into looking at the coaching opportunity, I had told my coach, I don't want to do Shakeology. I'm not a shake person. Like, I eat whole foods. Like, I'm good. And I was really, ultimately really nervous that Shakeology was like all the other shakes out there, that I read the ingredient label and I was like, oh my gosh, like, there is artificial sweeteners in there. There's soy in there. There's sucralose in there. There was so many things that I was fearful of and all these other shakes that I automatically put Shakeology in that category. It wasn't until I did my own research and realized Shakeology was a very clean drink. It wasn't just a protein drink. It was a nutritional drink. Even with the cleanest, most healthiest diet, you're still not going to get all your daily needs from just eating foods. Unfortunately, with our soil, the depletion of nutrients in it, we need more. And unfortunately for me, I wasn't supplementing with anything, and Shakeology was my answer. I needed to be using something, but I wanted it to be clean. And so that's why when I did sign up to be a coach, I had to do a lot of research first because I had to make sure this was a product I could stand behind. Happy to say now I use it every single day. I use it every day during my pregnancy with the approval of my OB. I use it still while I'm nursing my son, and my 4-year-old drinks it with approval of her pediatrician as her daily vitamin. So we are Shakeology lovers now in this family. We have fitness programs for all fitness ability levels, so from beginner and moderate to advanced. Then they created the network of coaches. I said 8 years. We're really at about 9 years at this point. We also have fitness plus nutrition plus support equals success. You're not going to find in a lot of other health and fitness companies that you're going to have all 3 of these elements. You might just have fitness. You might just have the supplements. But you're not usually going to have all 3 of them together with fitness, the nutritional aspect of it, where we have great eating plans, we have great clean nutritional supplements, and we have support. We have us, coaches. And so that's where Beachbody really comes in to, I think, outdoing everybody and really creates that success. Beachbody is an MLM or a network marketing, which means that they do earn through direct and team sales. All right. So I'd like to touch base on this because one of my first questions to my coaches is, okay, is this like some kind of pyramid? Like you sign up people and they sign up people and that's how you make money? Like I really don't understand it. And one of the first questions she asked me is, okay, Danielle, do you know what a pyramid is? And I'm like, you know what? I kind of don't. Like you sign up people, right? And she's like, well, pyramid is where there is no transactions or products or goods. It is technically where you are signing up people and they sign up people, and they sign up people. And the person at the top is the person that makes all the money. All right, so let me go ahead and say this. When I first began coaching, I had no team for a good 4 months, but I made a very nice supplement income for my family. And I did that through selling products. Okay, people joining my challenge groups, people purchasing the products, and doing the challenge groups with me. And so majority of my income during the beginning of my coaching journey, it all came from retail sales. Okay, so we have products, we have fitness programs, we have supplements, we have things. So it is not a pyramid, because in a pyramid, it is just all about signing up people. And I'm going to kind of elaborate that a little bit more for you guys too. If you see, there is 2 structures here, 2 business structures. So to the right, you're going to see more of the traditional business structure. I'm a registered dental hygienist by trade, so I'm going to use a dental office. And you're going to see at the very top is the dentist, then the associate dentist, and then the dental hygienist, office manager, assistant, right? Okay, so it's kind of the hierarchy of a dental office. You are not going to find a dental assistant making more than the dentist. Same with the hygienist. The hygienist is not going to make more than the dentist unless they are working more hours or they choose to go back to school and get a better degree and become a dentist. Then at that point, they're going to be making the same amount. Otherwise, the dentist is the person at the top. The people underneath of them are working for him, and the dentist is profiting from that. Okay. On the left-hand side, this is going to be your the structure with Beachbody. So these are random numbers. I put the person at the top making $100,000 a year, the person at the bottom making $1 million a year. Okay, so you may think, okay, how does the person at the bottom make more than the person at the top? Well, let me explain. So the person at the top, this is just geographical placement here. They are just the person at the top. But say that the person at the bottom decides, you know what, I'm going to start killing my business because I really want to do something with this. I want to come home from my job, or I want to have financial freedom. So I'm going to work my business consistently every single day. So every single day they show up. Every single month they run a challenge group. Every single month, they're constantly growing and adding to their team, people just like them. And so what happens is their business becomes profitable. Now the person at the top, they're kind of, being more of a hobby coach, and they do it here and they do it there, and they run a challenge group 1 month, and a couple months they'll run another one, and they're not really growing their team and not really working their business and not really doing too much. And so what happens is that person at the bottom surpasses their income. Yes, could that person at the bottom benefit that person above them? They could. But the fact is that that person above them has to be working their business in order for anybody underneath of them to be productive or profitable for them. Okay, so the person at the top cannot just sit back, relax, and do nothing and let all the people underneath of them make the money. That's not how it works. They have to be consistently working their business just as hard too in order for anybody underneath of them to be profitable for them. Okay, so I think that's what's really cool, and I see it in my own business where I'm placed in my organization. I've greatly surpassed a lot of people that are signed up above me because I consistently work my business every day. I'm a business builder coach. I do this full time. I take this very serious and I treat it as a business. People above me that have signed up kind of treat it more like a hobby. They're not as serious about it. So my income has, you know, quadrupled or surpassed them greatly. Okay, so I think that's what's neat is no matter where you're placed in the organization, you decide how much money that you're going to make. Unfortunately, in the traditional business structure, you go in, you get paid an hourly wage, and you go home, and that's it. You don't decide anything else. All right, so how is Beachbody innovative? I love this. So we have been partnering with top names and introducing people to the future of fitness. So how are we doing this, right? Well, if you guys go and you walk in the Apple store, that's my little girl up there on the upper left-hand corner, you're gonna see a box with a Woohoo ticker. The Woohoo ticker is who Beachbody is paired up with our Beachbody On Demand. And you're gonna see our fitness programs on that box sitting on the shelves at the Apple store. So we have partnered up with Apple in order to bring our products onto their shelves and also to pair it up with our Beachbody On Demand. So how cool is that, right? And I think that says a lot. Like Apple doesn't partner with a lot of companies, and the fact that they're partnering with Beachbody, I mean, I think that pretty much says it all. Not only have we partnered up with Apple, but we've also partnered up with Ironman. We are the official sports nutritional supplement for Ironman. If you guys are familiar with Ironman, Ironman is very strict on what they allow you to have in order to participate in Ironman. So our performance line is NSF certified, which means that it went through a lot of extensive testing in order to come up with a very clean, safe product. So not only is it clean and a plant-based line, but it's been tested again. So I think it's really neat. If you guys ever go to an Ironman event, you're going to see Beachbody products all over the place. And then the other super cool thing is that Beachbody realizes where the future is going, and it's going in digital streaming. So Beachbody now has the Beachbody On Demand, where you can access all our fitness programs from anywhere that you have internet service, even anywhere where you don't have internet service. So the All Access gives you access to all our fitness programs. This is something new that they came out with. It's called the All Access Pass, and any of the fitness programs that come out this year. It is a 12-month subscription where people will have basically a home gym at the touch of their fingers, and they can use it on either your computer. You can use it on Apple TV, Roku, Fire Stick. They even have the app for your smartphone. So you can pull up Beachbody On Demand on your smartphone, and you can even download up to 7 workouts. So super cool, because now we do still have the DVDs. We're not getting rid of the DVDs or anything like that. But if you guys notice, like how many people are getting rid of their cable, right? How many people use Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime? A lot. Like I know we recently went to Apple TV. And so Beachbody is very innovative in that they see this happening and they're going with it. And so they're going with the future of fitness, and they're offering people the Beachbody On Demand. All right, so we're launching in other countries, and we have no plans to stop. So we began a course here in the US, and back in 2014, we entered into Canada. And here in the fall of 2017, we will be launching in the UK. So this is huge, guys. If you are from the UK, obviously this is going to be an amazing opportunity for you to really get in on the ground floor level and be one of the first coaches in your country. If you are from the US or Canada and you have friends or you know of people in the UK, this is a huge opportunity for you to introduce introduce coaching to them and really be able to grow your team in not just the US, but in other states. So we're super, super excited about this. Beachbody does plan to continue going international. Our plan is to go global and to continue reaching out further. Again, this is something that you're not going to see in a lot of other companies, is that we are in more than one place. All right, so what is a coach? Our mission is to help people achieve healthy and fulfilling lives. So I think one of the biggest misconceptions is that that we know it all, right? So I mentioned to you guys, like, I didn't know anything, but I was very coachable. I learned the social media things. I learned what it meant to be a coach. I learned the fitness programs. I had to learn the eating plan. I didn't know the eating plan. I signed up being like, what are these color-coded containers? I don't know. But we're not fitness experts. You know, we're not personal trainers. At least you don't have to be. I have coaches on my team that are amazing personal trainers, and they're able to use the coaching opportunity as a platform to reach more than people that are just local to them, but they're now able to reach people in other states, where as a personal trainer, you're really kind of limited to your area. So you don't have to be a personal trainer, but you can be. Same with being a nutritionist. You don't have to, but you can be. I'm not a nutritionist. I love learning about it. I do a lot of research about it. I've learned a lot when I became a coach, is when I learned my most about nutrition. You don't necessarily have to be at your goal weight. So many people are like, I want to wait till time to be a coach until I get a transformation. Sometimes that can be really the biggest mistake, because I began this with no transformation. Okay. I began this with no goal in mind, actually, of a transformation, but I didn't realize what was going to happen when I began this program and how much my body could change. And the cool thing is I was able to share that with people. I was able to show them what happens when you use these fitness programs and how much better I was feeling. So a lot of times I'll have coaches that will sign on right away because, first of all, they want to become a coach for the accountability. And then second of all, I have people that will join just because they want to pay it forward. They may not be at their goal weight, but they're like, they feel great. Their clothes fit better. They feel more confident, and they want to be able to help other people. So they join to be a coach, even though they're still on their own health and fitness journey themselves. We're normal people doing extraordinary things. So we have flaws, we make mistakes, we post about our mistakes, we talk about our mistakes. Nobody wants that perfect person. It's non-relatable. So I think that it's important to be able to talk about your slip-ups, but it's important to tell them what you plan to do to keep going. So we're a person who wants to be healthy. We do have bumps in the road, we do have slip-ups, but we want to get back on track. And we want to succeed. We want our challengers to succeed. We're a person who's dedicated to helping others. We're very motivated and driven. We're a person who drinks Shakeology, does our workouts, and we prove to people what we're doing works. We lead by example. All right, so what does a Beachbody coach do? Well, let's talk about what the foundation of our business is, which is challenge groups. So we run online health and fitness and support groups. A lot of times people have already been through one, but if you're like me, I had never done one. So I'm going to share with you a couple slides that will show you a little bit about what our challenge groups are. Okay, so it's a new journey for all of us challengers. And our goal is to really just help to support each other, to hold ourselves accountable. But by holding ourselves accountable, we motivate other people in the group. So you can see Rachel, who started her journey as a challenger. She's now a coach, but she would always come up with amazing pictures and posts and always have her facial expressions, you know, and she would do a post and it says, I thought I was going to die, but then it was over. I made it. Yes. And so it just helps everybody know that we're not the only ones struggling if you had a rough workout that night. And then Jack is also a challenger that was in our group. He is a high school wrestling coach, and it was really neat to see his perspective in the group because he was this big burly guy. He was doing hammer and chisel. He thought he was going to go get a 40-pound weight because he was used to lifting heavier weights, and then he started doing the program, and he had to call his fiance in there to give him a lighter weight. So it was really neat to be able for him to be able to open up to us in our group, and he talked about it being embarrassing, but he also realized, like, these programs are no joke. All right, another thing is that we often like to get our families involved too. For us, our health and fitness groups is, like, for me, I definitely don't center in on weight loss. Like, yes, I tell people that's a bonus, it's a perk, but our ultimate goal is to be healthy. And for a lot of us, our ultimate goal is to be healthy with our family. So families are welcome into the groups. A lot of times they do the workouts, or they're drinking, the kiddos are drinking the shakes or eating the healthy meals. And we do try to often post family-friendly recipes too. We post recipes, so the challengers are posting recipes, I'm posting recipes, we're giving each other meal prep ideals and asking each other what we're making next week, just trying to help each other out on what we need to be having to eat, and just sharing ideals. And so one thing that I want to mention is, if you are a brand new coach joining our team, you're not expected to do challenge groups right off the bat. Like, that was the one thing that I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm joined to be a coach and now I got to do my own challenge group. No, you will join your sponsor for the first month, couple months, whatever works best for you, until you feel comfortable in hosting your own challenge group. Now, here's the cool thing with our team. When you do host your own challenge group, guess what? We have every daily post. We have all the recipes. We have all the material that you have seen throughout the challenge group is given to you in a Google Doc. So it's given to you in a document. All you do is open it up, you modify it to your story or whatever you want your group to be like, and you formulate your group, and you already have the structure set out for you. So there's no reinventing the wheel. That's what's really awesome about our team, is that we have those resources. All right, so the other thing that we do is we provide free groups. As a team, we usually try to do team-wide free groups each quarter. Right now, we actually have a current free group that's going to be coming up next week. This is an opportunity to show people what a challenge group is. It's an opportunity to give back to people. It's an opportunity to show people what a coach has to offer and how cool these groups are. So in a free group, we provide a meal plan, recipes, grocery list. We provide the accountability group, and usually we give away prizes, and we really try to make it fun for people. It lasts anywhere from 5 to 7 days. Here's the cool thing, is we do a team-wide group each quarter, but you as a coach you are able to do a group on your own whenever you're ready. And here's the other neat thing, is that we have several free group resources. So right now we're getting ready to do a grilling group because it's summertime. And then in the wintertime, we have, I think, about 3 different documents of crockpot groups, meaning you don't have to go and create your own meal plan. We've already done it for you. All you do is get the document, open the group, invite the people, and that's it. So again, another amazing thing about our team is that we have our resources already for you. You guys aren't trying to do everything on your own. Okay. We provide motivation. We openly share our health and fitness journey. That's one of the biggest parts about being a coach. You can also offer fit clubs. So say that you have a local church, a local school, you have an area outdoors, somewhere that you want to be able to invite people to pop up your laptop or a projector screen, do a workout, talk to them maybe about some of our fitness programs, about Beachbody On Demand, about Shakeology. Some people have even made Shakeology treats where they've made the Shakeology energy balls or blended up shakes and let everybody try it. But it's just an opportunity to meet face-to-face with people and share with them what Beachbody has to offer and to do a workout together. And then, of course, we lead by example and we rise by lifting others. So how do we help you? Sorry, my little slides cover up. How do we find people to join my group, and how do I share versus sell? Okay, so this is one thing that you're going to learn in new coach training when you join our team, which I'm going to talk about training here in a second, is we don't want you to be a salesperson. So if you're like, I don't want to be a salesperson on social media, thank you. You're welcome to our team. But we don't want you to be that way. We want you to be successful. We want people to see your value as a coach and see that you want to help them and you want to motivate them. You want to encourage them. And you genuinely want to give back and pay forward. So one of my big things is I share family fitness. I love getting my little girl involved. Right now, my son's trying a lot of new foods. He's trying a lot of clean foods. And it's just been a lot of fun to share with people and to have other people people ask me questions. So I share a lot about that, and I have a lot of people reach out to me asking me questions about, how do I get my kids to eat healthy, or I really want to get my family healthy too. Like, how can we get on to clean eating, and can you tell me more about your group? Like, I have that happen all the time because that's what I share on social media. I have people ask me about the fitness programs I'm doing because that's what I share on social media. So Insanity Max 30, I love that program. I often post about it a lot. I have a lot of people reach out to me and ask me about it. I recently tested a fitness program for Beachbody called Shift Shop. I have a lot of people reaching out to me asking about it. Not because I am posting my link and telling them to buy here, because I'm telling them my experiences and why I love it. Okay, I'm sharing with them why I like this, and people see value because I've consistently shared over the years, and so people start to reach out to me for that reason. And then I also share a lot about our eating plan, the container system, how it works, how I've been able to learn the container system and how it's helped me stay on track with my goals. All right, another thing that I also do is I do a monthly call out. I do a monthly challenge group, and each month I'll do what's called a challenge group call out, where I will post kind of telling my story. So for this one, it was right after the 4th of July. I felt bloated, yucky, nasty. I got off track. I was ready to get on track, and I was asking people to join along with me. So I am always an active participant in my challenge groups. I am always present. I'm always posting my accountability, my workouts. Like, if you want to be accountable, become a coach. That's all I got to say, because these people make me show up every day. So when I post a challenge group call out, that's what I'm doing. I'm saying, this is what I've done. This is, I'm ready to get back on track. Who wants to do this with me? So I personally invite people through my posts. I personally reach out to people, invite people to get healthy, to learn more about health and fitness, to get healthy with their families. And when I first began, it was people closest to me, and now it's the point where I talk to total strangers. And so it's really exciting to be able to help so many people through social media and reach so many people online. All right, so one thing I want to talk about is the rewards that you can earn. And I say earn because Beachbody does reward you for working your business and helping people reach their goals. They don't just give you things for no reason. You do have to earn some of these trips. So I wanted to go over a few of these with you because I signed up to be a coach to have one family vacation. My family and I will be going on 5 trips this year, and all of them are going to be Beachbody related. So, and my husband and I love to travel. We're super excited about all these trips. And my very first one was to Vero Beach, Florida. It was a leadership retreat. This leadership retreat is offered every single year to our entire downline. Our upline coach, Josh Spencer, he is a coach that offers a leadership retreat to some of the top coaches in his downline. And I got to go to Vero Beach and meet Autumn Calabrese my first year. My second year, I went to New Orleans. And this past fall, I went to Vegas. Now, here's the cool thing. He only takes 10 coaches. He has a team of about 18,000 people. Do you guys want to know how many of those 10 coaches came from our team? 5. 5 of them. We made up half of the trip. So if that doesn't tell you something, it really tells you how our team, to me, is set apart and how successful we are, how well we're doing. And I really think a big part of that has to do because we have some really awesome, amazing, caring coaches on our team that really genuinely want to help people. And then the Success Club trip is something Beachbody offers once a year. And it's open to all coaches, but you do have to earn it. You can earn this trip. They will pay your all-inclusive trip. So my husband and I went to Cancun. We went on a Caribbean cruise last year, and I don't have an updated picture yet, but we just recently got back from Punta Cana with about 10 other coaches on our team that got to go on this trip with us. So it's so exciting. Our first year, it was just us. Our second year, one of my personally sponsored coaches got to go. And then this third year, we had about 10 of the coaches that got to go too. And next year, I think we're already up to like 25 of the coaches that are going to the Mayan Riviera with us. So super excited. The very bottom is Coach Summit. Coach Summit actually is coming up here in July, where we're going to New Orleans. But last year, we got to go to Nashville. I was 38 weeks pregnant, guys, but I was fortunately lived only 2 hours away from Nashville, and I was not going to miss it. I got to meet some of my coaches for the first time face to face. It was an amazing event. They lined up 25,000 coaches up Market Street in downtown Nashville, and we all worked out together. And it was so cool to look around and see everybody and just realize like the coaching community is made up of everybody, every shape, every size, men and women, every age. It was just really humbling to be able to be there with them. All right, so let's talk about what our team has to offer and how are we different. So I want to talk a little bit about our training. Our team has a virtual online training website, and my next slide I'll go into that a little bit more, but this is not something every Beachbody team has. So when you join your sponsor, you are part of a team. That's what Team On My Tone is. And on our team, we have created a virtual training website where you can go on and it's self-paced. You can go on and do your training at your level, whether you want to go fast or you want to go slow. And I'm going to go into more of the training stuff here in just a second. But we also host personal development groups where it's book groups, because Beachbody really wants you to focus on not just changing yourself physically, but improving yourself mentally. So we have done personal development groups in the past where we all pick we all pick a book and we read a chapter a day, and then we just kind of talk about what our takeaways were from the book. We have general team calls and new coach training calls. So we typically do a general team call once a week. I usually do one every Monday. We have a private online coaching group. That's our team page where you'll find when we're hosting our next challenge groups, what new is coming up in Beachbody, and things like that. We do have one-on-one mentorship with your sponsor, but also your upline coach. So if I'm not somebody that invited you to this call, and one of the coaches on our team did, not only will you have them to help and mentor you, but you're also going to have me. And vice versa, if I did invite you to this call, not only are you going to have me, but you're going to have my coach Brooke to also help and mentor you too and guide you through your coaching journey. So you're never alone. This is our virtual training website. We have a start here section for phase 1 new coach training. Then phase 2, in the start here section, we kind of talk more about social media presence, what you should be doing about sharing your journey, doing your new coach announcement, some of the ins and outs of the actual coaching business, and just things that you should be posting on social media, how that all works. And then in phase 2, we kind of dig a little bit deeper. We learn more about the products. We talk a little bit more about time management. We talk more about how you can invite people. And then we also have some more advanced trainings where we have for advanced business builders. It is a video series where you have several videos you can sit and watch from some of the top coaches in the network as they give you tips on how they built their business. And then we also have a Emerald and Beyond group, which is a rank advancement training where we talk about how you can grow your team. And then we have the Art of Inviting training, which is helping you with some of the top coaches in the network. Again, it's another video series, and they share the ins and outs and what practices work best for them when it comes to inviting people to challenge groups and even to coaching. All right, so last year we ended as an elite top 50 team, ranked out at number 42. I just want to give a shout out to my team because this is not one single effort. It's not one single person. This is a team effort. And I think that's what's cool is that it shows you that our team, there's not just one successful person, but several people are having success within this business on our team because we have such amazing resources. We have great training. We have great mentorship. And we're really working together in order to be the best of the best when it comes to helping people with reaching their goals. All right, so how do I make money? This is always a question that everybody wants to know, especially when I say I went from a full-time hygienist to a full-time coach. So we earn 25% commission from everything purchased through our coach account. We earn a commission from challenge pack sales. So challenge packs, it depends on what package somebody would get. That's typically what I sell the most of is challenge packs because people get challenge packs in order to join my challenge group. And so typically that's a fitness program paired with Shakeology, and they get it in a discounted package. or it could be Beachbody On Demand with Shakeology, or a fitness program with our performance line. The packages come in several different options, okay? Another thing is something I want to share with you that I didn't see a whole lot of when I first began as a coach. And you're not going to see that until you begin to grow your team, which is these cycle bonuses, matching bonuses, and quarterly star bonuses. So when I first began, a lot of my commission and a lot of my supplement income was made from retail sales. And so maybe you're somebody that's like, you know what, I don't really want to grow a team, you know, and that's fine. And you can make a really great supplement income from doing that, because that's what I did at the very beginning. But if you're somebody that has a big goal and you're like, I want to come home, or I want to pay off financial debt, then where you're going to see some of these bigger bonuses is going to be in growing your team. So whenever I decided that I wanted to begin rank advancing, I wanted to become an Emerald coach. That's your first milestone in the business, and it's where you unlock these bigger compensation bonuses. You start to get some of the other bonuses that I just mentioned. And that's when you sign 2 people up. Now, let me be clear. It's not I sign 2 people up, I'm going to start bonusing like crazy. No, that's not how it works. You sign 2 people up, you became an Emerald Rank coach. That's your first milestone. That's your first step. But your goal is to find people just like you. People who want to pay it forward, people who want to do challenge groups, people who want to invite people into this journey with them, and they want to help transform their life. And so by doing that, they're going to start to create sales through their coach account, and through that creates a volume, and from that volume turns into a percent, and from that percent is what's given to you in a team cycle bonus. Right now that may seem over your head, and we go into more explanation of that once you become a coach. But in other words, whenever you are a business building coach and you're actively working your business, and then you have coaches underneath of you actively working their business, then, you know, not only is it fulfilling that you're excited that they're doing well because they're bringing in a supplement income and they're able to help their family out, but you're actively working your business and you're able to help them actively work their business. The fact that they're profitable is also going to help you become profitable. It's almost like you become these business partners helping each other with growth through your team. There is also no quota. Everybody always asks me this. If you're somebody that's like, you know what, I just want to sign up and get 25% off on my products and get 25% off of Shakeology and save me about 20 or so bucks each month, that's all you got to do is sign up. We call you a discount coach, and you don't have to coach unless you actively want to coach. There is no quota. All right, so just to kind of wrap up, how to create life by design and set your own hours and work intensity. So here's where I'm going to get real with you guys. I've been able to create freedom, travel, community, bring home income to my family, and have more family time. But nothing worth having ever comes easy. So let me be clear. This is not something that happens overnight. You're not going to sign up to be a coach and then 6 weeks later, you've now made $1,000 each week and you're going to come home from your job. No. It would be nice if that happened, right? No, that's not how it works. It takes consistency. It takes being passionate about what you're doing. It takes wanting to pay it forward, wanting to help people, and really enjoying this. It takes, having your eyes wide open. It takes being coachable. So our team has some of the most amazing training, but if you are just going to listen to it and not implement it, then you will not see success happen automatically. You have to take our training seriously. You have to implement it, and you have to put things into action in order to start seeing success. And if you continue doing that and you continue being consistent, then you're going to see this huge opportunity. And that's what happened for me. I signed up not wanting to leave my career. I just wanted to do something that excited me again and ignited my fire. And then when I realized the opportunity with coaching and what it could do for me, I worked a little bit harder and I became a little more consistent at what I was doing. And it paid off. And of course, now I get to be home with my kids, which is really amazing and super exciting. But I want to just be really clear on that the opportunity is there, but you have to be willing to be coachable. You have to be willing to implement the things that you learn in our coach training. All right, so how do we get started? Your best option is going to be exactly how I started. This is how you can waive your coach sign-up fee, is you join with a challenge pack. So I mentioned the challenge packs earlier. When you go back and you talk to either me or your coach invited you to this webinar. They can talk into more detail and help you through this process. But usually it's a fitness program paired up with either Shakeology or paired up with our performance line. Okay, our performance line is a recovery drink and a pre-workout called Energize. So that's kind of your two options. Or you can pair it up with Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology, or Beachbody On Demand in the performance line. Typically for new coaches, I suggest Beachbody On Demand. Why? Because you get all the fitness programs for a year. And right now, they have just such a huge deal going on. So again, you can talk more to your coach about that, but it does waive that coach sign-up fee, which is $39.95. Now, say you have previously bought a challenge pack in the past, you can still get that coach sign-up fee waived. You just have to fill out an online reimbursement form, which your coach can direct you to. So you can still get that fee waived even if you previously bought a challenge pack. However, I do often tell coaches it's another great opportunity to get a discounted package, especially if you don't have Beachbody On Demand yet. That's always a great opportunity to get that at the sign up and get an even bigger savings. If you are a military coach, if you are military or retired military, or your spouse is active duty military, then you will have no coach fees at all. You have no monthly fee, you have no sign-up fee. You do have a coach monthly fee if you are not military. It's $15.95. And guess what, guys? It's $15.95 to own your own business. Where are you ever going to see that happen? You're not. It's super rare. I pay $15.95 and I own a business. I don't stock up on products. I don't use any, I don't buy anything that I don't use. I'm not, and the other thing, the thing that your $15.95 pays for is customer service. Managing your websites, shipping and handling. I don't have to go to the post office to mail off anybody's challenge pack, thank goodness. I see other people having to go to the post office 24/7 to mail out their products. I don't do that. I don't deal with the customer service part. Beachbody deals with that for me, and I pay $15.95 to own my own business and for them to take care of all of that for me. All right, so in the next 24 hours, I want you to think about, what did you like most about this presentation? Does Team Beachbody feel like a fit for you to help achieve your goals? And which option appeals to you more, being a coach, or would you want to begin as being a customer first? I do want you to kind of think about, how long are you willing to watch others do what you want to do? Because I sat and I watched my coach for 6 months. I wish more than anything I would have reached out to her, or she would have reached out to me. But what happened was, I seen her post, I didn't comment. And, she didn't reach out to me either, because she didn't know I was interested, because guess what? I wasn't liking or commenting, but I was watching. And so that's one of the reasons I always love sharing the coaching opportunity, because I think, what if that person's like me and they've been watching me all along, or they don't know that this opportunity exists and there's somebody that loves health and fitness and could really thrive in this. So I love sharing the coaching opportunity, because I really wish somebody would have shared it with me a lot sooner. Because what happened was, I was able to transform the lives when I very first started as a coach. Now at this point, I've transformed thousands of people's lives, anywhere from just becoming healthier, becoming more confident, gaining more energy. But the two people's lives that I was able to transform at the very beginning of my coaching journey was a close friend of mine, Ashley, her and I worked together. She was a dental assistant at the office. And I had just signed up to coach, and I had just joined the challenge group. And I said, will you do this group with me? I don't really know what I'm doing, but here's what we're doing. And I didn't know what I was even talking about. But fortunately, she said yes. And what happened was, I didn't know how miserable she was at that time and how unhappy she was in her body. She was 23 years old, overweight, felt like crap, was very unhappy and unconfident with how she looked, and I didn't know it, because I didn't see that on the outside. All I wanted to do was have a friend do this group with me. I didn't realize that she was going to lose over 100 pounds. I didn't realize that was going to happen, but that did happen, and she has lost over 100 pounds, and now it's 3 years later, and she still has over 100 pounds off of her, and she's now a coach. And then my husband's Aunt Mary. So she was hesitant at first when we signed up to be a coach, and I'm like, okay, I don't really know everything about it just yet. So finally she decided to join us a couple months later, and she's in her 50s. She ended up losing over 100 pounds too, became extremely healthy. She looks fantastic, feels amazing, and I was able to pay it forward to these people. So You think about, if you don't make a dime doing coaching, but you were able to transform the life of the people that you love and care about the most, would this be worth it? I mean, to me, I could definitely say yes. But one of the biggest reasons I do this is for my kids. I wanted to be present. I wanted to be there with them more. I didn't realize what the coaching opportunity was going to offer me when I signed up, but once I got into coaching and I had my eyes wide open, I seen that I was going to be able to spend more time with my children. And like I said, right in the middle of coaching my son, I was pregnant. I didn't realize that when I became pregnant, I was going to be able to leave hygiene completely and be home with him full time. So I just want you guys to think about, is coaching a fit for you? You know, is this something that you feel like you could thrive at, that you would really enjoy? And yeah, that's it. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I am going to